Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and today is, I don't even know what today is. Maybe Wednesday, yes. And take a look behind me. Look at that bird feeder again. We went through this yesterday morning, and now look, it's again. The house is off of it, or the roof. I can't imagine a bird doing that. So I can only assume a squirrel or possum. It's broke this time. Yeah, I think so. Did they break it? No. No, it's not broke. It just... Yeah, so I don't know what to do. We got a bird just above us. He was eating at the feeder when I came out. Now he's up there in that tree. That's my pear tree, which we are loaded with pears. See the pears? We're loaded with pears this year. And these are not what I call eaten pears. They're hard, they're small, and they're grainy. They're what I call cooking pears. So it looks like I'm going to be canning some pears this year. Not that I know how to can pears, but I guess I'm going to learn. Anyway, I got to get that baffle. I really don't have the spare funds today, but look at that. We've gone through that whole bird feeder full of bird food in, what, 2 days? 3 days? 3 days. So I'm going to have to put a baffle up there and keep a squirrel out. Anyway, Willow was due yesterday. No, she was due Monday. And as of last evening, she hadn't had her babies. So let's go check in on Willow. Alright, well, good morning, Willow. How are you? I see you've pulled fur. But I tell you, looking at her ribs, the way she's panting, I would guess she has not kindled yet. Let me take a look at her box. And she has pulled a little fur. But no, there are no babies in there yet. So she's getting close. Now, I won't get to hang out at the house this morning. Today is my day off, but it's also the day that we go to the city. Doolittle has her doctor's office every Wednesday morning. And so we attend the doctor's visit, and then look at that mouthful of fur. And then we do our weekly shopping and whatever. So that's what we're doing today. Hopefully I'll get home early enough to get some chores done. Alright, so here's Red Star, and I thought you might like to get an update on her litter. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, Red Star is not the tamest of my rabbits. I haven't had her too terribly long, and she is making some improvement, but she's not real great. Hello, Marshall. Alright, so let's take a look in here at her babies. Oh, there we go. Let's see. I forget how many she has. 8, I think. And then we fostered 3 off. I think that's right. Look how dark those little boogers are. Even in the early morning sun. Alright. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one's a little thin. And fur-covered number 8, who just took a nosedive out of my hand. There we go. Yeah. So those 8 are doing good. We got 1 or 2 that's a little thin. But there we go. Yeah, they seem to be doing well so far. Red Star's doing good. She's a good mama. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So there's the red litter. Alright, here is Katahdin. She's, I don't have a oat cup in there for her, so I put her oats down in the bottom of her feeder in the morning. So she's eating her oats, and there's her sweet potato there. And let's get in here and take a look at her 5 silver fox babies. Yeah. Now Katahdin, when I got back from Kansas, I came out here to check, and I noticed she has a little chest rattle when she breathes. So I've got to talk to a vet tomorrow morning. I have an appointment to go in and talk to him and see what's going on there. There's 3. Yeah, you can hear it. Pretty bad rattle. There's 4. And there's 5. So Mullen's supposed to be good for chest congestion also. And I don't have any mullein growing around my place this year. But I seen some down the road, so hopefully on my way home from work this afternoon, I'll bring her some leaves of mullein, and hopefully that'll get started on helping her out. But her 5 babies are doing good. Alright, and that brings us to Denali. And Denali has 1 of her own. She had just a little singleton, and then we fostered the 3 reds off. Now the 3 reds are alive, and look at those full bellies. I mean, there's some healthy kits there. All 3 of them. Big and fat, strong and wiggly. Look at that, yep. But now look at her kit. Look how massive that thing is. He looks like he's the size of a 2.5 week old. I mean, he is just massive, massive. Same age as the little rats. And then that's our last litter to check on for today. Velveeta's litter is 7. Unfortunately, when I got back from Kansas, they were all dead. I don't know what happened to them, but they were dead, and they looked like they had been dead for a little while because they were all swelled up. So whatever happened, it wasn't good. So I'm debating on whether to rebreed her or not. So today's random fact, which really isn't a new fact for you, is I'm a dog lover. If there's anything I love as much as God, my family, and rabbits, it's dogs. In fact, as most of you know, I actually started my animal showing career with dogs. Years ago, I showed Dalmatians. I raised them and bred them. I even had, not planned, but inadvertently, I had somewhat of a Dalmatian rescue going on. All the vets in my area knew I loved Dalmatians. And my very first Dalmatian, I grew up after 101 Dalmatian Disney movie wanting a Dalmatian. And my mom, who was a single mother, did not allow large dogs. Now, we did have dogs. We always had a dog around. But she only kept small dogs. And as a single mother, I'm sure we probably couldn't afford to feed a large dog. So Dalmatians were not allowed when I was a little kid. Well, my first husband, on our first Valentine's Day after being married, got me my very first Dalmatian. His name was Prince Charles. So anyway, yeah, I showed Dalmatians, I raised them, and I did all my own training. I showed in conformation, which is the same as the rabbits, but I also showed in obedience, and I did all my training myself. So yeah, I'm also a dog trainer, and for a few times I was actually paid to dog train. So does that make me a professional dog trainer if I trained them for money? I was hired to train 3 Dalmatians, and then another one that I trained was a cross between a pit bull and a Bordeaux. He was a stubborn one. So anyway, I thought this random fact was fitting for today. This video will be released on 4th of July. So happy 4th of July, everyone. I hope you all enjoy your Independence Day. I hope you have a good time. I hope you enjoy your family. I hope you have a lot of fun. But please, be safe. I thought today would be fitting for the random fact. I'm a dog lover because 3 years ago, 4th of July, this little creature right here come to be in my life, and I have not regretted it. He has been a tremendous blessing to me. I found him July 4th. Now he was, according to my neighbor, I did not see it, but my neighbor did. A guy with a green van drove by and threw this puppy out the window. And for, this was about July 1st. And for about 3 days, there was this creature crawling around and making all kinds of racket underneath the mobile home. And I thought we had a really large rat or possum or raccoon or something living under my house. Well, on the morning of 4th of July, I came out of the house. We were actually getting ready to go to the 4th of July celebration down in Pettigrew. And this little creature come out from under the house. And he was just shaken and terrified. And so I talked to him. I said, well, what are you doing down there, little booger? And he heard my voice. He started wagging his little stub, and he ran right up to me. As you've seen in previous videos, he is a bundle of energy. And so he came up to the porch, and I talked to him, and he was just eat up with fleas and ticks. And he had a really nasty scrape on the inside of his leg that looked like it was beginning to become infected. And so I took him to the vet, and I got him treated for fleas and ticks. He also had flea-induced anemia, and so we treated him for that, and treated his wound inside his leg. And I took him back home, and I put him on the porch, and I told him, I'm sorry, little booger, I can't take you in the house. Daddy Jay's not here to give me permission to keep you. Well, the vet needed a name to put on the record, and I decided to call him Chance, because if he pulled through, he was very hungry, and he wasn't emancipated yet, but he was getting close to it. He was hungry, and of course the anemia and whatnot. And I told the vet, I said, well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and treat him, and if my husband will give him a chance, I'm going to keep him. And so we named him Chance. And when Daddy Jay came home, I told him the story about a little rescued dog that my neighbors, when I was a little girl, he was a German Shepherd. He was mixed with something, but he was definitely, no doubt, German Shepherd. He looked German Shepherd. He had all the German Shepherd characteristics. He was just an excellent dog. And he was a drop-off dog. My neighbors took him in, and he turned out to be a wonderful pet and companion. And you know, throughout my life, a lot of, most of my family and neighbors and most of my friends all lived out in the country. And a lot of them have had drop-off dogs, and they always turn out to be great companion and pets. And so I had always wanted, I've always said, if anyone ever dropped off a dog, I wanted to give it a home because they make great pets. I shared that story with Daddy J, and Daddy J said, well, let's give him a chance. And so this bundle of joy came to live with us. He is our newest and our youngest dog. We do have 4 dogs. I think in one video or another, or even the old channel, you've met them all. We have the old man, the Australian Shepherd, who is almost 13 years old now. He is fighting skin cancer, and he has for several years. But he hangs in there. He's a smelly old dog, though, I tell you. He really does. He's a smelly old dog. He's just about deaf, and now he's losing his sight. So he probably doesn't have a whole lot of years left with us. But so far he has all his faculties about him, so he's, for a 13-year-old dog with skin cancer, he's doing quite well. And then we have our little troublemaker, our little chocolate chihuahua, Vinny. He is the typical chihuahua. He is loyal to only one person, and that would be me. He loves me. He'll accept the other members of the house, and if I'm not around, they'll do, but his loyalty is to me. Well, behind food. Food is his first loyalty. I come second place. I know where I stand, and we have an agreement, so second place I'm okay with. And then we have Chance, and our 4th dog is actually another Chihuahua, and I don't know if you've ever seen her. She's a little 5-pound Chihuahua. She's a little tiny little booger. She's a black tri, and she comes out in the morning, she comes out in the evening, that's pretty much it, and everything in between she hides under a blanket. So that's her life. She lives in a blanket. Sometimes we can encourage her to come out and play for a little bit. When the boys, she's the only female, Sarge, Vinny, and Chance are all boys. When they get roughhousing too much, then she'll poke her head out and she'll bark and growl, and they'll settle down. So she wears the breeches in this household, even though she's the tiniest. Sarge is about 45 pounds, Chance is about 40, Vinny's about 11. He's a big Chihuahua, about 11-pound Chihuahua. And then Chloe's a little bitty old 5.5-pound dog, and she rules the roost. When she speaks, that's what happens. So anyway, this is Chance. He has been just a treasure. When he was about 6 months old, maybe a little more. Vinny ran out in the road chasing a vehicle like he likes to do, and Chance took chase after Vinny to turn Vinny back. Same thing as Sarge. The exact same thing happened to Sergeant. We had a video on that 5 years ago. Vinny ran out in the road, there was a truck and trailer drive by. Sarge ran out in the road to turn the dog, and the trailer clipped his hip, broke his hip, and we had to amputate his leg. And same thing happened to Chance. When he was a young pup, about 6-7 months old, he took chase after Vinny. Vinny ran out in the road chasing a vehicle. Chance followed right behind him. The exact same thing, the exact same injury. Clipped his hip, even the same hip. Clipped his hip, shattered his hip and his ankle. And the hip could have been repaired, but with the shattered ankle, he would have never been able to walk on it. and it was much, much, much cheaper to go ahead and amputate the leg. In order to fix the ankle and put the plate in the hip, it was going to be in the neighborhood of about $12,000. To amputate his leg was $800. So we now own 2 tripod dogs. Chance lost his leg about 2.5 years ago, and Sarge lost his leg right after we moved here, right at 5 years ago. So anyway, for a 4th of July celebration, I thought I'd share a 4th of July dog story. Isn't that right? Should have named him Liberty, I guess, since we found him on 4th of July. Huh. But that's okay. We like Chance. And I tell you, this dog, he's wired. He's got a lot of energy. But I tell you what, when he was a pup, he bounced around everywhere, and you've seen him in videos. He's a bouncer. He runs, and he doesn't walk. He runs, he bounces, he jumps, he's full of energy. But right after my stroke, when my balance was bad and I couldn't walk real well, this dog was the most well-behaved dog. He was very gentle, very calm, and he stayed at my side and he kept me company, and he was very careful not to trip me. But you know, he knew when I got better, because after I got better, he returned to his bundle of energy self. Didn't you, Chad? Didn't you? He's such a good boy. Anyway, I hope you have a great 4th of July, and I hope you've enjoyed the story about Chance. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless. Hey, can I have a kiss? Good boy. Good boy. You ready to get up? You've sat still longer than I've ever seen you sit still and still be awake. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, good boy. Alright, I gotta go to town. I know. You're not done with Lovins, I know. Oh, yeah, you're such a good boy. Shall we go in? Shall we go inside? Shake ball? Huh? Nope, sit. Sit. No. There you go. Sit. Good boy. Come on, let's go.